Yo, what up, YouTube? I am in the gym after work. I am starting a new workout regimen. Now, funny enough, it's been a while since I've been in the gym in terms of weightlifting consistently. I told in another video that I'm only working out like 2 to 3 times a week, and really it's come down to like once or twice a week. And it hasn't even been anything serious. It's really just been not as much heavy lifting, to be honest with you. But now that I'm biking more consistently, running has kind of put that to kind of a halt. It's getting stupid cold, and I can't do 15 miles on a treadmill. It's just not gonna work for me. It's very different versus when you're riding on a bike with these Swift things. You're riding in a group ride. You can do races. Like, it's a little bit more entertaining. Also, you can have your TV right there to watch with you, so it's not as hard. Like, I'm just not gonna go to the gym and run on a treadmill for an hour and a half. It's not gonna happen. So anyways, I figured to myself, why not get back into some AKA powerlifting strength training. But what I'm gonna do, because I'm cycling, is it's gonna be primarily things that are associated with leg strength. So I am gonna be showing y'all after I haven't squatted in 2 years almost now. A lot of the times when I came in the gym, it was bodybuilding movements. I was doing AKA machines, accessories, whatever you want to call it. I was not squatting because I felt like there was no need. You can build your legs from a lot of other movements like leg extensions, hack squats, the hack squat machine, so I just wasn't squatting. However, I will be squatting now, and I will be deadlifting. So for the next couple of weeks, months, this is going to be the winter arc of how much strength can I gain while doing extensive amount of cardio, and what is the difference versus running and cycling? Can you actually keep leg mass because you're cycling when adding in heavy strength training, and how much strength do you actually lose or can you gain back when you're doing like cycling or any type of cardio activity? So basically how I'm gonna do this is we're gonna see every week how much I progress when I plateau, how long I plateau for, and we're gonna see like in 4 months maybe, like what are we in December, January, February, March, April. By like April, where is my number? So we'll be like, oh, today 100 pounds or whatever it is, 45 pounds or whatever I squat. And at the end of the series, it's gonna be how much can I squat 4 months from now while maintaining my fitness on the bike. So anyway, let's get into the workout. Today is squats. So it's gonna be very light, just warming up, getting back into it. I have not squatted, so the movement is a little off for me. Let's see if the mobility is there. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought I was recording this whole time, and I was not. But anyway, I said I was gonna do 2 sets of 5 for today's working set. You might think like, yo, that's nothing, and it doesn't need to be anything. Like right now, I just want very minimal at the baseline just to get started, and then we can kind of like pick it up progressively, because at the end of the day, it is not a race. So based on what I want to do, which is basically squats and deadlifts, I'm gonna try to squat twice a week, deadlift once. So maybe 3 training days, or 4, like if I really want to deadlift twice, or squat 3 times, deadlift once. But I've always found, even when I was strength training primarily, that I really always benefited from deadlifting once. Like if I ever did it twice a week, it was just too much for me, and I felt like I wasn't getting any additional gains from another training day. So I'm gonna now rerun that. This is the second set. I already did one set of 5, so second set of 5. Oh shit! Hell no. I ripped my whole Yo, check this shit out. Yo, shit. Son. Wrangler pants have been executed. Squat style. Yo, also another thing I figured I'd show you. So I'm doing leg extensions right now, right? After the squatting. And this is kind of how I always set up the machine that I'm using when I'm doing leg extensions. And I've always felt like I felt a really good stretch in my extent, like the quads, as I was kicking up my legs. So I'm gonna show y'all real quick. So basically what I do is they usually have like a little adjustment thing right here, right? And you press it, it goes up. And then usually you press it and then you could like push it back. So what I do usually is I'll try to put the seat back as far as possible until I feel like I'm comfortable, you see what I'm saying? So I try to go back as far as possible. And then what I do here is with this thing, when you press it, it usually adjusts where your legs start when you're doing the leg extension, right? So what I want is I want it all the way back as possible. Like I want it as far back as my legs go, because what'll happen is, and I'll show y'all real quick. You see if I start right here, you know, there might be some purpose for that. Like if you just want like to feel you want the pump, the squeeze to be at the top, but the range of motion, when you bring that shit back you bring that back here, man, and you're like all the way back here, and then you kick. What? That is a wicked range of motion. And I've always used that setup. And I've always found over the years that I get a lot of quad growth from that particular setup. So I don't know if it's science-based. I don't know if there's any truth to it. Don't take my word as law. But I found a lot of improvement over the years when I use that. Because I used to do like leg extensions where it was like, let me show you. Hold on. Like here. You know, the standard machine starts right here, right? So you're here. But that's a lot of range of motion that you're missing. Imagine back here. You know what I'm saying? Look just how much more of an angle you're doing. How much more range of motion you're doing. That has to be some great potential growth for your legs. I mean, I don't know. But I've always found that when I start all the way back and go all the way at the top and squeeze and do like a proper range. What happened here? In terms of how much weight I'll be doing, even on the leg extensions, I'm not going super heavy. I think obviously for potential growth, you're gonna wanna go as hard as you can and as heavy as you can. I always found that there's no one rule of thumb that works for everybody. So different strokes for different folks, you feel me? Some people will be like, yo, you gotta do 30 reps. Each set, 12 sets. Some people, they say 2 sets, 3 sets, no more than that, no more than 8 reps, 10 to 12 reps. At the end of the day, you know your body better than anybody else, and don't let somebody else tell you how to train if you've seen growth. Now, that's not to say be ignorant and not listen, but not everything works for everyone. So if you're listening to one guy and he's saying 10 to 30 reps, and 10 to 30 reps works, and you've tried out 8 to 10 reps and you don't see any progress in that, stick to the 20 to 30 reps. It doesn't matter what the other person's saying, even if they have a PhD or a doctorate or whatever the situation is. If it could be the guy that told you 20 to 30 reps and he's just an everyday bodybuilder or gym goer and that works for you, stick with that. So for me, what works best is lower reps. Like 5 sets, 8 reps, heavier reps. I've always found better growth in that than doing the higher reps, like 30 reps. All that does is kind of give me a burn, but I've never actually seen any progress in terms of translation to squat or translation to cycling or whatever it is. Like, I've never seen some progressive growth from it. But when I do like the lower sets, heavier weight, it just works best for me. So that's kind of what I did. So today we did 4 sets of 8 reps on leg extensions. This is going to be the last set of 8, all right? And what I try to do is when I get up to the top, I try to squeeze just for like 1 second, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm back from the gym now. That was a good workout. I'm just putting everything back in the car now and stuff. But good workout. I'm actually for once really excited to be back in the gym. I've been kind of getting bored lately being in the gym, to be honest with you, but now that I decided to start squatting again and deadlifting, for all y'all that don't know me, boypax is a deadlifter. I live for deadlifts, man. And, the fact that I'm finally reuniting with deadlifts and I'm finally get back in this deadlifting and stuff, man, I'm actually excited. I'm happy. And like I said, it's been a while since I got excited to go back in the gym. So, yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. It was just a quick video showing y'all my workout for today. It's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to call this series, but it's definitely going to be the squat deadlift series until 4 or 5 months from now, and see how far we can get in the gym while cycling. You feel me? So everybody stay tuned. Alright, I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later.